What's going on today, guys? It has been a while since I've shot in my studio here, and I'm excited to shoot here today for just a little bit. Then we probably are going to take this show on the road for a little bit as well. But I want to do a review on a product that was sent to me, or products because it's a kit, by a company called USKEYVISION or USKEYVISION, and it is a mini smartphone video kit. So it is like an all-in-one tripod slash selfie stick. You got a microphone, you have a light, and it has the clamp for your smartphone. And I'm gonna see what else it has in here. So we're gonna open this guy up and check it out. And then after we open it up and check it out, I wanna compare some of the items in here that I have similar other items to, and see how they compare to one another and what might be the better value. Do you piece together your own kit, or do you spend about $60 on something like this and have it all in one? Might be a great gift this holiday season. We'll see. Let's open this guy up and check it out. We'll do some testing. I want to test it on my camera, see if the microphone and light work well if I wanted to vlog with my camera. I want to see if it also will pair with my Pocket 2. And maybe it's great to pair with my Pocket 2, since you all know I do a lot of Pocket 2 stuff. But let's see. Let's open it up, see what's in here. All right, guys, let's dip right into this box here and see what we have inside. So the box doesn't really show too much on it, so it's kind of a mystery what's inside, but I kind of knew that it came with what I'm about to show you, which is this nice little carrying case. This carrying case also almost resembles the carrying case that I had for my Mavic Mini, the first version Mavic Mini. I think it's kind of nice. So it's got a little handle up here, but you know, we're not here for the case. We're here for what's inside. But this could be super convenient for traveling and if you're vlogging on the go or on the road, and this is all you want to bring, and then shoot with your smartphone. All right, so let's see what's in the bottom portion first. We have our little information book here. We have what appears to be the light. This thing is dinky. Look how small it is. It looks like it has some kind of diffusion on it, which is nice. Yep, so it's got one of those silicone diffusions you get on some of the other kind of higher end lights that you oftentimes get. Has a little cold shoe mount on the top of it, likely to stack the microphone on it. Microphone right here, it doesn't feel very heavy, but that doesn't mean that it's no good. It's just not a battery operated microphone. I mean, it doesn't look super high end. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this here. You can see 3 screws in the side of it that's holding it together. We'll see how well it actually performs. And it may do the trick, it may not, but yeah, it's, I mean, let's see if you can hear it. Kind of plasticky, but all right, that's besides the point. It looks like it has a dead cat for it in this bag up top, the typical wind muff. So yeah, so it comes with what's needed for a good microphone setup. Let's hope that it pulls through, even though it's very lightweight and doesn't feel very, very sturdy. All right, so this guy I was kind of excited about because when I saw it, I thought it reminded me of, I'm going to show you real quick, my Ulanzi version of similar, but it's a little bigger. So we'll check these against each other and see which one extends out better and stuff like that. It feels heavier and kind of heftier. It actually feels like it could possibly be better quality than my Ulanzi one. So we will find out yet again. This is a little odd, so I'm curious why this has like almost a cold shoe situation. It looks even like the metal hot shoes from your camera, but upside down on it. Maybe you flip it upside down and then you can mount something on it. It only mounts like that, which makes sense. So you could use this for like a light or just the microphone by itself. That's interesting. That's something that Ulanzi one doesn't have. Kind of a cool feature, and I'm curious as to the practicality of it, other than the fact that, yeah, I mean, it's another way of mounting something to this extendable tripod. This just comes out of here, so it's nice and like cut out form to hold everything. I like that. I like this. This adds value in and of itself. So here is your phone mount. It looks like it folds out. You get a cold shoe on the top, and it extends like this to clamp your phone. 1/4-inch screw here, 1/4-inch screw here, mounting the phone vertical, or you could do it like this, probably, and utilize this elbow here to mount it for horizontal shooting. But I feel like you could do that either way. So we'll play with this. Plugs for the microphone, as well as a light charging plug. So it's looking like the light has a built-in battery. That's cool. Your phone adapter and your camera adapter. I'll pretend I know what they're called, but I know the one with the 2 is for camera, one with 3 is for your phone. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's like RSF and RF. I may be saying that wrong. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm not real good with that technical stuff. I'm here for the hands-on, guys. I'm here for the hands-on. All right, so there's your 2 plugs. So we will be able to test this for the camera. And it looks like for the actual tripod, they give you a mount for an action camera, which is cool because I have a couple of action cameras sitting around. So that's awesome. That is what you get with the kit here. Let's quickly compare this little tripod to my Ulanzi tripod. That's a very similar style tripod. So Ulanzi one extends out this far and then it folds out. Let me see, it might go farther. Nope, that's as far as it goes. So we've got this. I'm gonna lower the camera here so you guys can see it sitting on my desk. We've got it that far. It's sitting out there. And so we've got the new USKEYVISION version of that tripod. Doesn't extend out any farther, but let's see if it actually has a higher, so it has a little bit of a higher stance. I don't know if that makes all the difference in the world. It feels heavier duty. The posts are probably thicker. I know this Ulanzi one does come with a phone mount and it was around $30. I'll research that and I'll pop it up if I'm incorrect. You'll see it. So Ulanzi one, about 30 bucks. If you're putting this at a $30 value to go with this, which I think it has something cooler than this because it does have that cold shoe mount on the top of it. This does not have that. They both do a 90-degree angle. Ulanzi, 30 bucks. The USKEYVISION, we'll say 30 bucks of this pack. The microphone I was going to test against this, it's a Mookie microphone, but it's like your basic MC M1 microphone. Like Movo makes this basic same microphone. This guy's made of metal, so it's heftier than this for sure. It feels more of a microphone, but price value, if you're talking about piecing something together, this guy was about 20, 25 bucks. Say I piece this 20, 25 bucks microphone with this and I'm piecing stuff together. I'm already hitting the mark of what this cost with the microphone and the light. And then to get a light for, you know, $10, that's going to be, I believe this guy's got 3 settings, but we will check. Let's see, does it have any charge? It was sent with some charge. It's a very cool light. I would say 5300 Kelvin, maybe 5500 Kelvin. It looks like daylight. We're gonna test this out. So we're gonna see if it lights me properly for doing, and let's see without the, yeah, so it's a little harsh with that. Like I can get some crazy uplighting. All right, guys. And then without it, it softens it out. Softer shadows. All right. I don't want to go outside with this. Let's go upstairs, though. We'll go kick it around in my kitchen and stuff and parts of my house you guys really probably shouldn't see because I don't clean enough. All right. Let's go stack these up with my phone on it and try shooting with it. This is what it looks like with the phone on it. Now, my phone is one of those ones where the only time you actually can use an external microphone is if it's facing away from you. I could be wrong. It might be able to do it through USB-C, but when you're plugging in through the headphone jack and microphone jack, it only works if I'm using manual video settings and if it's facing away from me. So that's just how this LG G8 works. Let's see how this is doing with audio as well as lighting me. I have no idea. So do we have a pretty even light? Now I'm in a room that has basically no light. Even my windows are shut. And my windows are shut, the top light's off, and is this giving my face enough light to stand out? And then if I want to turn on other lights, is it going to be washed away and not be able to really tell? And I don't know how bright this is. I'm going to tone it down, even though my camera is on some automatic settings, so it should probably adjust itself, and I may be hitting some weird ISOs here. I'm at 30 frames per second and using 1/60 on my shutter speed. So I got the light on medium, lights on high. I think I'm gonna need high in an environment like this, but like I said, I can't see myself on the screen. So I wonder how this microphone sounds. I wonder how the lighting's doing. We're just gonna walk another room, and we'll just walk a little bit more, and I'm gonna go back and switch the microphone, kind of do the same talking. Now I'm at it with my other microphone that Mookie or Movo makes a similar microphone for a similar value, and I wonder if it sounds better. What do you think? Does it sound any better than the other one? Does it sound the same? Worse? I'm not sure, because I'm just recording it, and this is just recording straight into my phone, but I do want to try these mics on my mirrorless camera as well, since they do tend to have a little bit of a better preamp than a phone does. And on my last video, I was cutting my head off. I'm probably doing the same. Like I said earlier, I can't record with a microphone on this phone with it on the front-facing camera, or the selfie camera. So it's a little annoying. I can't see myself. I have no idea if I'm facing you guys or if I'm cutting off the top of my head or what you're looking at. So I'm hoping you're seeing all of me and hearing me. And I think this light, I did review the last one. The light does something, so it helps out. Now with the auto settings on this camera, it definitely made that room seem brighter than it is for me. So that room's really not that bright right now. I maybe should lock my ISO and try it that way so we can really see this light. So let me do that real quick and I'll be right back. I locked my ISO, so I hope this room seems as dark as it actually is now, and that you can see that this light's doing something. I'm going to adjust through it while the ISO's locked. And you can tell it's quite a bit of less light on my face, I'm sure. And the next level up, that's the second level. So there's 3 stages here, and the brightest is coming at you. And that's the brightest stage of this light. So I don't know what you think. I'm gonna review these videos and see what I think of this light, but it seems to do the trick for what I wanna do. Now, another cool thing about this is you can use that 90-degree angle on this, set it up, and shoot stuff for TikTok or stories or reels. So using this little setup to do quick TikTok videos or reels or stories or things like that that are the vertical way of shooting and quick short form content, because we all know that that stuff, that short form content is really what's selling right now and what people are looking for when they're just scrolling their phone on a daily basis and want to be entertained or learn something even. So short form learning content's a good time too. So using this for that would probably be good as well. I'm gonna flip it sideways and let's go ahead and shoot some vertical video with it. All right. Let me put the other microphone on it so that it's the microphone that came with it. I want to see if it'll balance on the tripod on the vertical axis when I want to do some vertical video for TikTok or for stories or reels or whatever I want to do for, you know, the vertical shooting that we're talking about here. All right, guys. So again, I don't have the best framing, and there's probably a lot of echo in here. I'm in my dining room. I think with whatever microphone you had right now would be echoey, so don't clock that on this microphone. But so what I'm running into is it will tip over if this is on it, but I took this off of the microphone that came with it and it's not tipping over. As soon as I add that much weight to it though, it's iffy. If you tapped it, you're bouncing around in the room, it's gonna fall over. Like it's wobbling. It wants to go that way. It'd be nice if there was a cold shoe on both sides of the clamp, and then I could put the microphone on one side of the clamp. That's not the case right here. So unfortunately, for doing TikTok and stuff like that, you can probably do it with this. You can do it if you're holding it for sure, but doing it for standing and stepping back, and especially if you're going to be bouncing around in the room, be careful because it may tip over. It's like I'm just barely going to touch it, and I'm going to catch it. So yeah, see, we're bouncing because it's teetering on the brink of falling over. Like I said, if you take off the sock, it's less falling over-y, but it's still trying. It's trying. So you can play with the legs a little bit and kind of get it so that it's pushing more pressure towards one side than the other. But also, it so happens that with my phone setup, it's right between the two legs where everything sits. If there was a leg under the weight distribution of it, it would keep it from falling over. Unfortunately, there's not. So it's trying to fall over. And right now you guys are tipped just a little bit because I'm trying to keep it upright. Now I could fix this by loosening up and then rotating. And now you're upright. And it's not falling over. Hands-free, sitting on the counter, not falling over. I can do some TikTok stuff. I'm not a dancer here, but I could be like TikToking it. I don't know, guys. But this thing's pretty cool. Let's have a wrap up and talk about it. So I popped the microphone from this USKEYVISION. I'm saying USKEY because I don't think it's a US key, even though I've heard other people announce it. But I popped the microphone from the USKEY or USKEYVISION kit on the top of my camera here, and it's hitting the red a little bit if I'm talking the normal loudness that I talk usually, but that's because I didn't adjust it down. And before I was recording on my Wireless Go 2, so that's what you were hearing before this. How's it sound? I'm not sure, but to wrap this up, guys, I mean, I think this is a decent value. For 60 bucks, you're getting a light that can be used for other stuff than just this. I mean, it breaks down into like less than like 1.5 by 1.5 light that you can like 1.5 by 1.5 light that comes with diffusion that you can toss in a lot of different locations. I can think of a lot of different ways to use this. You can put it in a bag and open the bag and have a light shining out there. I mean, there's ways to use a small light like this that can come in very handy for a videographer or somebody that's just trying to be creative. As well as this can be used for more than just a smartphone. So good little value here. Definitely worth at least the value of my Ulanzi one, if not a little more, because it has that cool cold shoe flip around that I showed you earlier. The microphone comes with the dead cat, comes with the regular windsock, and I think it sounds pretty decent. I listened to a little bit of it on my phone that I was recording on there between takes here, and I think it sounded good. We know how the speakers on phones sound. It's hard to tell from that, but I think it sounded decent on there. At least decent for this value price of $60 for all of this. You can piece together something like this, but it's going to cost you a little more than that. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification because next week I'm bringing out another video, and I'm going to try to push this one before next week because it is about how to shoot a good jump scare. And I have another video on my Pocket 2 coming out because I've come up with a really good way to film with it that's an angle that people aren't using this little guy for, and I'm super excited to show you. So we'll see which one comes out first, but I'm trying to get both of those to you guys before Halloween because, I mean, we all want to shoot jump scares and stuff like that for Halloween stuff. So I hope I did a good job reviewing this guy. Unbiased review. They sent it to me, but I am giving it my 100%. This is what I think of it. You know, I told you guys all of the stuff that I thought. So good value. Not the most high-end stuff, but for the value, you're getting what you're getting. And it's working. It looks like it works great. Great gift, guys. So until next week, I'm going to keep grinding here at Eddie Studios. I'm grinding at Eddie Studios. I'm Ron Burgundy. Until next week, guys. I'll see you. Check out the top video, last week's video. Bottom's always what YouTube recommends to you. And yeah, keep making stuff. And peace out. See you later.